Well, hey there, meteorologist Alexis Walters in the Dick Goddard Weather Center this Sunday evening. Hope you guys are all having a good weekend. I'm going to pull you up here on our Facebook page so that if you have any questions, I can go ahead and answer those for you. All right, well, let's get the elephant out of the room. It was the outcome none of us wanted for the Browns game today, but it's the outcome we got. If there was one silver lining, I'd say it was the weather because it was gorgeous outside for the game. So if you headed out for the tailgate, you probably were a little bit chilly this morning. And now, of course, we're just about 40 minutes away from the Guardians game starting. So hopefully we can have a different outcome there. Let's talk about how the weather is in regards to that game and also the big change that's coming as we get into the work week. As if pouring salt in the wound wasn't enough, we're going to see the potential for some snow showers. So drop a comment here on Facebook. Let me know you guys are watching. Just say hello and let me know if you have any questions as I go through this forecast. I'll do my best to answer. Well, if you tuned in last night, I had mentioned we are going to start to see some clouds creeping in about the time that the Browns game ended, and that's exactly what happened. About 4:30, 5 o'clock. We began to see those clouds creeping in. I'm still trying to pull you guys up here on Facebook and talk at the exact same time. So we do have the potential for some wintry mix as we get into the work week. First off, though, we're seeing the clouds increase. This is actually going to help our temperatures tonight. We will see them not so cold. We'll be in the low 40s in a lot of areas after hitting a high of 66 in most spots, even 70 in Findlay today. So a great afternoon. Very fall-like, very seasonable for this time of year. We're going to go from fall-like and seasonable to wintry for the start of the work week. This is going to last Monday through Wednesday, and I'll show you it here in a second on our Futurecast. Right now, your temperatures for the Guards game starting at 7, we're looking for the upper 50s. It's 60s in Barberton and Carrollton, mid-50s in Mentor and Painesville, and similar, just shy of 60 in a lot of spots down near Cleveland. As we go ahead and look at our tonight forecast, really no troubles. We might see an isolated shower. I'm not expecting it to impact that Guardians game. I think it'll start to really pop up after the game is over, unless it goes 15 innings like we saw last week. So no real worries in that respect. Hopefully people are bundled up as they're heading out to the game because it is going to get chilly over the next couple hours, probably upper 40s. I'll show you that Guardians forecast really quick here. So people are asking about frost, freezing. I'll show you that here in a second. We do have a freeze watch in place, but not for tonight. So we have some clouds creeping in. Here's a look satellite and radar close to home. Bigger picture, there's that swirling low pressure. I said it's kind of the looming snow and cold to our north, and that's going to be arriving tomorrow, well, really late tonight into early tomorrow morning, and then we'll see it last through the first half of our Wednesday. Now you'll notice here, if I point this out, lots of snow here as you push up towards Canada, but you've got rain showers the further south you head. This low pressure is going to continue to sink south, hang out over these northern Great Lakes and middle Great Lakes area. And what we'll see is this cooler shot of air sink down into our viewing area by tomorrow. So highs in the 60s today. We're only going to see the upper 40s for our Monday, Tuesday, and even Wednesday. So let's go ahead and get to Futurecast here, close to home. 60s right now, 50s by the late night hours. There are those few isolated showers I mentioned that, again, shouldn't be impacting the Guardians game. If anything, you might see a sprinkle late in the game, 7th, 8th inning maybe. And then Monday morning, you're back to work in the upper 30s and low 40s. So no real weather worries for the drive to work tomorrow. I'm not expecting snow flurries really. It's going to be too warm. However, a few isolated showers could be around. Through the afternoon with temperatures in the upper 40s, we're going to be looking pretty good in the way of any snow as well. It's when we get into late Monday night that we'll start to see that changeover. Temperatures are going to drastically drop from the 40s, and we could see sub-freezing temperatures in our inland counties. Now, what you'll notice here on Futurecast, if you look, let me see if I can point this out here for you. You notice from Ashtabula, Lorain, Cleveland, Painesville, that primary snow belt really not seeing the changeover of rain to wintry mix. It's going to be further inland, and the reason for that is look at the temperature gradient there. Along the lakeshore overnight this time of year, temperatures are a little bit warmer, of course. We'll be in the upper 30s, maybe a few mid 30s, but really hanging out around the upper 30s to low 40 range. It's when you get further inland that you see those colder temperatures in the mid 30s and even low 30s that we're going to see that changeover in a few wet snow flurries. Now, as we get into Tuesday morning, things aren't going to be super widespread, but it's going to be off and on all throughout the day and afternoon. And most of the day is going to be rain showers. It's the overnight hours when temperatures are really cold that I expect we'll see any chance for snow flurries. So we do have a freeze watch. This is going to be in place Monday night through Tuesday morning. So not tonight. This is about 24 hours out, or 36, I'd say. And again, you'll notice it's not along those lakeshore communities. It's further south and east where temperatures will be cooler. As we get into our Monday, with the change up of the weather, we're also going to see wind gusts increase once again. So not only is it going to be cold tomorrow afternoon in the 40s, it's also going to be windy. So it's probably going to feel a lot cooler than it is. And this could be the first day that that our wind chill becomes a factor of the season. So this is going to be the coldest batch of air that we've seen this season moving in for the next 3 days. But there is a big silver lining in this 8-day forecast, I've got to say. We're going to warm up quite a bit to close out the 8-day. So here's the breakdown of the precipitation. It's going to be Monday night when we start to see that change over to any sort of wintry mix. As you head further inland, that's where I'm expecting the changeover to be. Along the lakeshore, I kind of expect it to really just stay as rain showers. And again, our ground is still warm, so accumulation is going to be little to none, unless you get stuck under a quick, heavy burst. And through the afternoon, that should melt because, again, ground is warm, and through the afternoon, temperatures are not going to stain snow flurries. So we're only about a half hour out here, but let's get you a quick look at Game 4. Guardians taking on the Yankees. First pitch is at 7 o'clock. It's looking nice, really. A great evening for some baseball. Hopefully this one, can come out with a win as opposed to the Browns game we saw earlier this afternoon. And here's the 8-day. So we've got a big road bump along the way, but by the time we get into next weekend, a really nice warm-up is on the way. We're looking for the 60s. We'll be scraping for 70 even on Saturday and Sunday of next week. So gradual warm-up through the second half of the work week after we see the rain and potential for some wet snow flurries Monday night into Tuesday, and some of those could hold even getting into Tuesday night, early Wednesday morning. But a quick jump to the mid-50s and then upper 50s and then 60s by Saturday and Sunday. So I think I covered everything here that people had questions about. Everyone just wanted to know whether or not there'd be any frost, freeze. Again, we do have that freeze watch Monday night into Tuesday morning, if I can get it to pull up here for you. So this is where you're going to want to watch those outdoor sprinkler systems, bring in the vegetation, your sensitive vegetation, cover your sensitive vegetation if you can. And let me just double check one more time, make sure I got everybody. Everyone's saying no, please, no snow. I couldn't agree with you more. Unfortunately, I don't determine the weather. I just am the messenger. All right, well, I hope you guys all have a great rest of your weekend. Be safe on your travels, especially Tuesday and Monday into Tuesday morning. You could see some slick spots, and you know how it is this time of year when you get that first little wet snow flurry on the ground. It's almost like we forget how to drive in it, right? So you guys all take care, and again, go Guards.